Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday. You know what Wednesday means? Time to look at some YouTube comments from last week. Boy, oh boy, are there some goodies this time around, though. So let's get right into it. If you want to be in these videos, leave a comment on a YouTube video. If it's good, it might make it in the cut. Perhaps. Might just do that. And of course, like, comment, subscribe too. That'd be really cool. Okay. Yes. All right. Let's turn that off. Pete Nar, we start with today. What are your thoughts on black base versus dark animal base for Lord Nightmon? Do you think cards like Fist of Athena and not just one GX have a place in that deck as tech cards over things like Levia, Anubis, and Death X? I'm going to be fully transparent. We are starting the testing for the set this week. Like tomorrow. So we haven't, tested much yet. I like combo in theory, which is why purple and yellow get me excited. I know someone in the comment will say, yellow has no combos? What are you talking about? But it does. So I'm tempted more, my instinct is to like dark animal base more as like a Mario playstyle thing. I do think black base is better because it's more consistent. But I'm sure that a well-piloting purple Lord Nightmon player is going to do crazy things at Nationals. I'm sure of it. Absolutely, positively. As for Fist of Athena, Jesmon GX, you can play those cards if you want to. You can also play Levia, Anubis, and Death X if you want to too, right? Play a Death X, play an Anubis, Leviamon if you so choose. It's flexible depending on the way you want to go. It really is. So, I don't hate this comment. Testing will start soon. Soon I'll have some exciting BT or some Release Booster 2.0 decks for YouTube members. Get ready. And yeah, so it's a good time. Von Wafer about died at the Atmon take, Lamau. I actually just watched it with some friends. It has a solid story, and I think it definitely gets hated on a little much. Totally get not liking the Atmon designs. Some are much better than others. Can't wait for Lord Knight. Loving the look of the new cards. Also true. And Atmon's based. Based AF. The GOAT for real. I don't know what else to say. Atmon is cool. Consider that I don't know anything about Digimon. To know what Atmon is, and let alone have an opinion on it, that's how you know it's good. That's how you know everyone else is crazy. So there is that. Captain Gamer. You'd think Queen Bee is strong from reading it, but the card is actually way too awkward. It isn't on Evo, so you have to keep it when Evoing. Actively reduces your security to play a guy. Doesn't have great protection herself, though she would place herself in security, so it's pretty easy to out her and not care. Not to mention, neither level 5 inherit can make sense with her. Why are you attacking opponents Deji when you got Alliance and not Piercing? In my opinion, Tiger Dramon's effect and Tyrants are much better at the moment. I agree, and I don't think Queen Bee is that strong. I think it's a good card for the archetype, but I think the archetype as a whole is poo-poo. I don't think any of the cards in that archetype are necessarily great right now. I think the best card is the Tamer. And I'm sure more support will come and the opinion will change and maybe it'll be tier 1 even one day. I don't know. But for now, nah, it's not the way. Not the Queen Bee way. Erect. To follow up on Dibormon getting support, its next antibody villain is a villain, Chronicle X, which is BT20, is Chronicle themed. Good chance it'll be showing up there. That would be really cool. And like I've said, Dibormon is going to get support again soon. Invest if you think it's going to be, because cards will go up in price. It will, absolutely. No doubt about it. Doragoromon. For some reason, base art heavy metal Dramon jumped to $12, and I have no idea why. Maybe I'm playing it wrong, but the deck is not very good. Check the deck toppings. I don't see any for it either. The future, if we ever get Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon Ace support besides the two we currently have that don't synergize all that well, I can see the deck becoming good, but currently the amount of setup to take is too slow. The reason why it's going up is because of Liberator. That is the only reason why. Also, I think that I might have had a small impact on the price, because I did post a very successful deck list for me on the YouTube membership. I did. And I know that sometimes people see my YouTube membership posts, and sometimes cards get bought. Sometimes. But I'm not going to take the credit for this one. I really do think it's just Digimon Liberator pushing the hype on the price. That's all it is, my opinion. And yeah, there you go. Next, we have Wyatt Streams here. That's advertising, by the way. I recently sold a Gold Mana X for 1,000, and that wasn't easy to get at that point. Good. That's a good price. I'm happy for you. I hope you spent You can literally just take that, throw it onto Release Booster 2.0 case, have a good time. So that's a good value, ain't it? I think that's pretty good. Absolutely. Noel Gallman. In retrospect, my comments were a bit rude. I shouldn't be shitting on people who are excited for new decks. You should be excited for decks and cards, even if they aren't tier 1. I hope you cook cards Sonomon. I'm back to cooking on Machine Dramon and Diabormon. Pretty cool. And, people should be excited. Everyone gets excited about different things, right? And if you thought your comments were rude, well, let me tell you, the next comment takes the cake. From the clown in my comment section, Ashes Falls. Mental disability in the comment section. Sounds like he's chicken to me. I don't understand why this guy watches my videos if he hates me so much. Maybe he watches my videos and he thinks about my huge, throbbing dueling skills. Maybe he just is jealous of my life. Maybe he secretly gains educational value of some sort from my videos. I don't really know what it is. But he seems to be here often enough, so if he's going to be a troll, well, I don't know. Look, I'm going to share something that I've never shared with anyone before. You guys are going to get exclusive Mario thoughts right here that you've never heard me say before. All right? This is going to blow your mind. You guys are not going to believe the words coming out of my mouth. Trust me. This will be the craziest thing you've heard all day. And he's referencing, by the way, me maybe not going to nationals, because I just might not want to. Ready? Did you know that other people can have other hobbies and interests? Oh my god, that's crazy! What is this comment? If I'm not going to nationals, that means I got something better going on, something that rings a better bell with me, like actually hanging out with friends and actually pursuing another one of my hobbies. Like, that's a thing that's happening. I could be happening, right? Straight up, for real. Like, that's crazy. Like, I'll give you a good example of this. I like to hike, right? I like to climb trails, hills, and whatever. If I don't climb Mount Everest one day, am I chicken? Because I'm not going to climb the biggest mountain in the world? No, that's just stupid. And, other people can, do things. Other things that are not related to card games, which I know is a crazy thought, and I bet none of you in the comment section even thought this was possible. But this is me just sharing some knowledge with you. Plus, I'm going to be real. A lot of this comes down to the budget. Do I have a weekend with friends for $200? Or do I spend $1,000 on a trip to Florida? What is it? I'd rather take the extra money and throw it in stocks. And for example, just for fun, last year, if you guys remember, the reason I didn't go to nationals, it was because I wanted to go to the Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers orchestral concert in Toronto, which is a 2-hour drive instead of a flight. And the money that I saved, that I budgeted for nationals, that I didn't spend that weekend, I threw in the stock market, and it's grown. It's crazy thoughts, right? So, not chicken, just have other things I would sometimes rather do. I don't know. If that is really such a foreign concept, please tell me in the comment section that I'm just crazy. And that's okay. You know what? That's fine. I'll take it one way or the other. Ayo. Jose Palacios. I fear the price will go up for booster boxes, and I guess it will be aligned with the comment you made once that with the unification, singles will also go up. So yes, to follow up on this, it looks like booster box price at distributor level is going up across the board. That is a thing that's happening. I'll make a video about it eventually when I have time, and nothing else is going on. But it's just everything gets more expensive over time. And the same thing happens in trading cards. It just happens. It's a thing. It sucks, but it is what it is. And it will cause singles to increase in price to a certain extent. But singles don't really feel it as much as, booster box prices sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't really correlate. By the end of the day, you got to remember that the price gets set by a secondary market, and the people who have the biggest share in the secondary market have the most control of the prices. Like, for example, take Pro Play Games. I know I shit on them all the time for doing the pre-sales, but like they control a large aspect of Bandai card games and singles in those card games because they crack open an absolutely ridiculous amount of cases every set. So when they're pumping out the singles on, and they have like 99 singles of something available, yeah, they can set the price. They can sell for whatever they want, right? As long as it makes sense. It's gotta make sense. But if they do it and it's selling, then there's your secondary market, right? That's just kind of how it works. Hope that helps. Atamisirili. God, I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. Man, the how cheap is it video for Lucemon is going to be great. I don't even know if there's a point. That's probably been the most expensive tier 2 deck of all time. Like, for real. It's going to be crazy. Lowest rarity, by the way. Neko Brando. I love this comment so much. I read this and the thread and I just died. As a Canadian, I am grateful that Lucemon will finally be playable, and I will bring it to the max since I wanted the deck since BT4. To which someone responds, is Lucemon Canadian? And someone else responds, yes, Bandai told me some super secret lore that Lucemon is indeed a Canadian. So in case you're wondering, Lucemon is Canadian. Confirmed. Which is insane. Okay, that would make a good thumbnail. You know how Lucemon X Antibody Alternate holds up the X Antibody? Maybe I should just thumbnail the Canadian flag over the X Antibody for the thumbnail for this video. That would go hard. Is Lucemon Canadian? Oh, God. Oh, it's so funny. Shelby Raymond. Glattamon is going to eat well when support comes out. So many Tamers to pop. Absolutely. Tamers everywhere. Every deck plays Tamers now. Kind of crazy. You wish too much. I chose to American instead of Canadian so that I could get my Digimon cards on time at the cost of healthcare. I enjoyed this comment too. Like, it's such an American thing to say. By the way, I feel bad for you guys in the States. Man, the next 2 weeks are going to be crazy for you guys. I'm sitting here as a Canadian scrolling my Twitter feed, my Facebook feed sometimes, and I see all the trolling that one side's doing to the other and vice versa. And it's comedy. It's free comedy. And it's comedy that's really only going to be available at this heightened sense for the next 2 weeks. Oh, man, it's so good. Anyway, Benjamin Wiseman. Tlalakmon himself isn't good enough to see much value in the future regardless of support. Level 7, no protection, with no guarantee that his effect will play bodies. He's no better than Aegistermon. His favorite Thanksgiving food, ignoring health, is pecan pie, but not ignoring health, Brussels sprouts. That's so gross. And yes, I'm the one who pointed the box. It's a price Saturday thing. I'm not saying anything about it further. So this comment was 10 days ago, right? And Tlalakmon exploded. Remember? Did you watch Market Watch on Monday? It blew up. It does that sometimes. Why? Because people are crazy. A card doesn't have to be good for it to explode. All it takes is hype. We've seen some shit cards explode in value over the course of this card game. Because something happens, and boom, look at this, wow. Can it work with this card? Is it possible? If so, yes, price boom. It's that simple. Cards don't have to be good to be expensive. I think we've seen that a lot in this card game. The final comment of the day is a wholesome one. Adam TCG, best part of Thanksgiving is turkey, gravy, mashed potatoes, etc. Pumpkin pie, family, friends, time off, best ever. Have a good week. Wonderful weekend, Mario. I did. Thank you. I hope my fellow Canadians did enjoy their Thanksgiving as well. That's it for today. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.